to your early morning intuitive guidance. Let's see what we can do to get Instagram rolling here. My truculent little social media child. Yes, give it a minute here. There we go. All right, that's started. Now I got to get back to you guys. There we are. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the 4th of July weekend. Please stay safe. Drive carefully. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of lunacy on the road. So I'm going to get where I'm going and stay for a while, and we'll see how that turns out. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum. This is your early morning intuitive guidance. This is an everyday I show up. Good morning, Miss Jo Neal. And every day many of you show up, my practical rebels. So it's just a little jump start to your day with something to think about. You are in the garden. Fabulous. I am in the house and it is hot. So can't wait to get in the car and have actual air conditioning that covers the whole location. It'll be great. We have a card from the Earth Magic deck today, and I think the advice is very good advice. So I think you'll find it useful to you today. You were out in the garden early. Yes. So looks like we've dried up, went down to the basement, and it's wet. So got the fan going. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. But I had a fabulous night's sleep last night, and I think I finally conquered this learning curve with the CPAP machine. So yay me. Quite excited about that. Don't know as though I am feeling all that much different yet, but we'll get there. The first night I used it, I actually felt significantly different the next morning. But then we had the adjustment period that kicked in, and so now I think we're on a level playing field. We shall see. So let us start with some tapping and some breath. Breathing in through the nose, nice and deep. Out through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop. Boy, I can feel that. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop some more. Welcome to whomever else is here. Glad you are joining us. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And if you're ending up feeling a little dizzy, it means you're not breathing deeply enough as you go about your day. So just practice here and there. Every hour on the hour, take some deep breaths. One more time, in through the nose. Hold at the top. And let it go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, hope you all have some fun things you're doing this weekend. I have next to nothing planned, and I'm quite happy about that. We'll see what actually appeals to me to go do. I'm not much of a stay up late fireworks person, so that probably won't make the final cut, but I'm sure there'll be things going on that would be interesting. We'll see. Earth Magic, Stephen D. Farmer, and there is Gaia on the front cover with some of her creatures. Gotta love that. And our card for today is Fog, Veiled. So what's kind of foggy right now for you? What's kind of in hiding? And let's read about what you can do about that. Ha ha ha. There, that's a little bit of we'll see. Okay, fog, veiled. Fog is simply a low cloud, a blanket of water crystals that hasn't gained the density of raindrops. The thicker it is, the more it shrouds us in its damp, billowy arms. Isn't that a great description? Love that. It can be so thick that it makes it nearly impossible to see directly in front of us. That's where faith and trust comes in, right? Think about that in your life. When things are foggy and you can't tell where you're going, you're taking that next step in faith. During those times, I love this line. Perk up your little intuitive ears here. During those times, silence makes its own sound. As we pause and allow ourselves to be enveloped in this shroud of impenetrable density. Isn't that a great way to describe this? We may even feel as if we can do nothing but be still and await what is to be revealed. How many of us are kind of in that place right now? Waiting to see how some things unfold. We're still going about our day. We're still doing our things, but there's a pregnant pause, right? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you are here, Shelley. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for all the fun little icons. I appreciate them. Yet even within the thickest fog, we can be assured that it will eventually burn off as the sun's rays infiltrate the veil. So what's helping there? The light, capital L. Let's put capital L on that light. And I have a little sticky note on my computer that says, stay in the light, stay in the light. So if we're in the veil of fog, we're awaiting the light. And we can be actively awaiting the light. That doesn't mean we have to flail against the fog, but it can mean, yes, there we go, waiting patiently. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to put, for me, patiently in quotes. I work on that, but I am less than stellar at that patience thing. So once the sun's rays infiltrate the veil, we can anticipate how the light and warmth will bring us welcome relief from that cold. As the sun continues to disperse the fog, our surroundings become illuminated, and we have the opportunity to continue onward. Sometimes these pauses are a part of the process. They're an integral part of the process. And if we speed right past them, we miss the messages that are meant to come to us in that foggy time, in that time of stillness and silence and pause. It says, you are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are uncertain if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, particularly any major ones. Pause, wait, bide some time, see what unfolds. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve. Although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state, the greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you are moving through. And like all things, this too shall pass. Allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. Now, there's an idea, isn't it? Decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty, more fog. So be still and patient. Wait for that first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of spirit. And sometimes what happens is if you're rushing, particular options that would be really good options haven't even unfolded yet. So you're rushing to make a decision among less than complete options. So let's look at our card again. Fog, veiled. Just imagine being in the middle of that and being okay with it, allowing that this is a cycle and it will move through. It's what you're experiencing in the moment, but that it will move through. Okay, let's take a breath on that. In through the nose, slowly out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And just notice how everything kind of settles into the pace and tone of the fog, which is very different from the pace and the tone of the illuminated state. Both have their purpose, both have their value. So just biding the time. We can bide the time together. Every day I'll show up here, usually at 6:15. Today early because I got to leave in 15 minutes to go see my darling grandbaby. So enjoy the fog time. Enjoy the fog time. Just sit and be, maybe do some journaling, maybe listen to some music, maybe do some breath work, maybe do some insight timers, some tapping, whatever feels like it'll help you just settle into what is. That is our card for today. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.